And we're live.
And we're live.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hey, Nancy. We're all in green. I'm like, yes, and I'm wearing the same shirt from last night, but we're talking about Irish goddesses today. So I
Uh,
said, oh, it don't matter. And I've been enjoying wearing this more lately. When I was younger, when I was beading,
uh-huh.
I decided to create a maiden, mother, and crone based on the Celtic Irish, Triskelon. And
Oh,
so my pearl beads are for the maiden. I have this fiery red fire check glass bead, faceted bead for the mother, and then I have a black obsidian for the crone. So I wear maiden, mother, and crone around my neck
ah,
and attached to this.
ah.
So yeah. And we are live, right? Yes,
We
we
are.
are. Okay.
We
I'm just
are.
not used to seeing the chat empty.
Well,
But
there's,
it's a
I
busy
think
day.
there's some other lives going on too.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure. But, it's hard to find a time when there isn't.
I
I
know.
mean, there's so much activity now, and that's wonderful,
Hmm.
you know.
Well, I
But
do see two people. Oh, we have one lurker, and there's flowing. There
there's
was
fun.
no. Oh,
Yay.
there's no notification. She said.
Huh.
Okay, YouTube StreamYard. What the? And that happened too last night
Well,
during
I
the
got a
poetry.
notification because I always put, um,
Tom said that they got no notification either, and that's why early ritual
let's
Tom
see.
came in late and stuff. Huh? Well, YouTube shenanigans, but no, it
Yeah.
could just be sometimes um you can hit the subscribe, but unless you hit that bell, that's when the notifications will drop. So but
No,
yeah.
I didn't get a notification. Hi,
Huh.
Jessica Lynn.
Hi, Jessica, and Mousy is here.
I'll see.
I hope everybody had a wonderful, I like to call it, Irish Day, because I know everyone's like St. Patrick's, but St. Patrick's
Mhm.
tried driving the snakes out of Ireland, and actually snake is a covert term for the goddess, for the women,
Yeah.
the pagan people, the healers. So I always say Happy Irish Day
Yes.
or Patty's Day, but I hope everybody enjoyed their day. And Nancy and I are wearing our green again because I told
Yes.
Nancy
Well,
it
I
would
didn't
be.
wear green yesterday. I don't know. I just was out of the
Oh,
loop.
I originally thought today was supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
St. Patrick's Day. And then when I realized yes, I was like, oops. And I said to Nancy, go, well, I think it would still be fun to
Oh, sure.
maybe pick a goddess or two that we're drawn to of from the Irish pantheon, and kind of share, a little bit about them. And
Yes. There are many.
oh my goodness, there are so many, and some, are referred to as the same but by a different name or a different, incarnation. Like, the goddess that I chose today, there's also connections to her as well, um, in the Hindu religion, according to my book.
Ah,
And I have a couple different ones. I really probably need to start when I can focus and reread, but I still have my original, like Oak, Ash, and Thorn by DJ
ah.
Conway. I still have this. And a few years back, I bought this, working with Shadow, the Dark Goddess, and
Oh,
because Morgan Le
wow.
Fay's mentioned in here, the Morgan, and so is the goddess that I chose today, the goddess Danu, the great mother goddess of the Tuatha. Of
Mhm.
course, there's different forms of pronunciations. Sometimes her name is pronounced Danu. Sometimes it's pronounced Banu, depending on the
Mhm.
person who's not prescribing what they're when they um, when they interpret. I can't think of the proper word right now. It just completely left me. But she was the mother of the good god, the Dagda. She's also connected with the great goddess Anu, which is actually the Earth Mother. So when you say like Gaia or Mother Earth, Anu, which is a part of her name, and they connect with, and some say she's the same as, Danu.
Mhm.
That is, the actual physical Earth, the Ireland, the land of Ireland, being of her home. Um, So she does have some connections with the Morrigan. And it says here, unfortunately, as with many other Celtic gods, Danu or Thanu's myths and stories have been lost to us. And I'm just going to take a quick break here because my sweetie's bringing my tea.
All right.
So, yes, his last name
Oh, he's
is
racking up
O'Manion, so he's
points.
very
He's racking
Irish.
up points.
Yep, racking those points. Thank you. And he says hello to everybody. So yeah, Danu, she is the goddess of rivers and fertility, and the mother of the Celtic gods. Her name is remembered in the Tuatha, which literally translates to children of the goddess Danu, and in the names of several rivers in Europe, most notably the Danube
Yes.
River. Again, she was the mother of the good god, the Dagda. She was also associated with craftsmanship and smithcraft, kind of like our goddess Bridget. And according to some of the mythologies, Bridget is a daughter of Danu
Oh,
and part of the Tuatha.
well,
And go ahead.
I was just going to say, I have the deck, the Red Seeds Oracle, and this is the card that they have for her. Nudity, everybody. So look away if you don't
Oh
see
no!
a female body. I mean, we just have to look in the mirror, right? But
And
anyway,
there's worse on YouTube
it
anyway.
says,
So
I am
anyway,
the rose, but on the back of the
interesting.
card, it says Danu Bridget. So that's
Hmm.
interesting that you said that. Uh, you
She's
know,
considered a daughter. Yep. Bridget's
but
considered a
they
daughter.
have a quote by Rumi by Coleman Barks. It says, "I will soothe you and heal you. I will bring you roses. I too have been covered with thorns."
Wow, that's interesting. Because I've never heard of Danu being associated with roses.
Well,
Um,
it says they've got pomegranate seeds here, and it says on the card the Gaelic goddess Danu was the queen of a fairy race called the Sidhe.
mm-hmm.
In later years, she became an aspect of the goddess Bridget. The fairy queen is connected to the rose flower, which is feminine in nature. We are the rose. With its scented, molded petals that slowly unfurl to reveal its full glory in its sensual perfume, the rose has long been associated with love, magic, and the divine feminine. And then it says, know that you are the rosary. The rosary, I am the rose, I am the love, I am the mystery, I am the beauty. And then it says, the challenge is self doubt, and the gift is self love.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I have some information on the Sidhe,
And
later
the
on.
she is part of is what
Yes.
became the Tuatha, because when they had to go
Mm-hmm.
in the ground because of the next wave of I believe it was the Fomorians, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But they had to go underground. And so by doing that, they transformed and they became the
Mm-hmm.
Banshee, the
Yeah.
Banshee, the Banshee. So, was there something else you want to share there in front of you with that before I can?
Well, I just saw that Jackie Jacaranda
Yeah,
and Lori.
yes, let me back up a little bit. So
I
there's
do any of,
Mousy. There is, sorry, Jackie. Yes, hello, hello. Flowing had to reboot. That's Lori Hunsinger. So yes, thank you, ladies, for all being here. And if any gentlemen are lurking, welcome, welcome. We always love having the gents here as
oh
well.
yes, oh yes.
Okay.
Do any of you in chat have the Tarot of the Sidhe? And the Sidhe is spelled Sidhe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not SHE. I mean, I guess y'all know that, but does anyone have this deck? I modified mine a little bit. I cut down the sides of it because I like it better. This size, it was
Oh,
too
Jackie
big.
does.
Okay,
Jackie J
Jackie
does.
says, well, what
Mm-hmm.
it says about the Sidhe in the guidebook. Is this okay, Heather? To
Yeah,
read
go
it?
ahead.
Okay, it says
It's all connected.
trying to define the Sidhe is rather like trying to capture liquid light in a glass box. As their true nature is more truly felt and experienced, than can be expressed in words or theories. Even if we try to say what they are not, that is the tweed diminutive flower fairies of Victoriana, or the striped tights wearing population of today's most popular fantasy art, we may find ourselves being tripped up and surprised out of our own preconceptions. If they choose to appear to us in this way for any reason, then they have the power to do so. Truthfully, what is today known or interpreted, rightly or wrongly, as fairy covers a very large range of beings, from
Mhm.
uh, nature spirits and elementals to the radiant beings of the Titans or inner earth. And it goes on about the perceptions, and it says, the well known magical axiom, as above, so below.
Mhm.
It is one I have found to contain much truth and wisdom, just as it is well known that there are orders and structures within the realm of angels, and for that matter, demons. So is there fairy beings. Certainly there is an order at any rate, though the
Mhm.
structure tends to be rather more elusive. Beings which I refer to as the she may be seen as one of the nobler orders of fairy beings, the radiant guardians of inner earth. There are many theories as to their nature and origins, and folklore is littered with references to them as fallen angels or the descendants of the ancient Irish race, the Tuatha. There is wisdom and insight to be found in these musings, but the best way to learn is to meet and experience their energy for yourself. And
Mhm.
that's, what you find in this deck. But the the pictures of them are what I love. The imagery, they're not like what you normally would think of fairies. This is the magician.
Oh wow, with a fishtail.
Yeah. And here's the high priestess. Try and get that glare off of them.
Interesting.
But it's just an absolutely beautiful deck. And the energy is amazing. Look at the emperor.
Oh wow, the colors are really saturated in that
Yes,
deck.
yes.
Very
And
vibrant.
um, let me see. Here is the hermit, and then I'll stop. But um, this kind of has the feeling of, to me. I mean, I believe they're underground. I mean, I believe in the she.
Me too.
I really do, and I think that I watch a channel. It's called the Bealtima Cottage, and she can look from her property and she sees the mound where the she were supposed to have gone down into
Oh my
that
goodness.
mound. Yeah, and so
Tara.
I've watched her for years, and so I feel like she has kind of a window on their world,
Mm-hmm.
um, and um, I just there be magic there.
There, there is a wonderful channel on YouTube called Scary Fairy Godmother.
Oh dear.
And but I know it sounds scary because some of the stories are like, ooh, but I love her reading voice, and people submit fiction and real life experiences with the Fae,
Uh-huh.
and some of it is not always so good, so you have to be, very careful, especially being respectful, being aware of sometimes of where you're walking.
Mm-hmm.
And but the stories, I don't know why she clutched herself. She goes, this is a been, another visit from your scary fairy godmother. She's a real sweetheart, and some of the artwork, the photography that she uses while reading her stories, it's wonderful. It really is. It's some of it you kind of want. She doesn't tell you what's real and what's, the fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're left kind of sitting there going, I wonder if, and then sometimes the story will become right out and they'll say, this is a true story, this is where, and of course, sometimes
Uh-huh.
names and stuff have to be changed,
Scary
for
fairy
people.
godmother. Is that what
Scary Fairy Godmother, but it's
Okay,
a
I'll
great
have to
it's a
look that
great
up. I
channel.
will. I
She's
will.
wonderful. And Mousy says that she doesn't have the deck. She goes, but I only have two decks.
Well, all you need is one,
Yeah,
right?
so there you go. Um, so with Danu, and being connected with the Morgan, and people don't realize the Morgan is considered, and now this is kind of where we go into like the dark goddess, and this isn't the like dark because there is dark on a positive and a negative side. So this here is more mythology, and written from a perspective to, from a patriarchal kind of angle as well with these mythologies. I'm not thoroughly, um, um, scholared in it. So I
Mhm.
know there are a lot of purists that might catch this and say, well, you don't know. So I'm just going to leave it at there that it's very layered, it's very multi layered. There's a lot of centuries and understandings and stories passed down. So I am not going to say I am, a scholar on this. Um, but it says here with, Danu, besides Danu's numerous children, her fertile nature is expressed through her connection to rivers and the element of water. It is no surprise that there are so many Celtic river goddesses. To the Celts, water represented the life force and possessed cleansing and healing powers, like Bridget's, healing wells. People just think Bridget's just a fire goddess, but she has
Mhm.
many sacred wells, in and around England, Wales, and Ireland to her. Rivers nourish the land, fertilize the crops, and sustain livestock. Rivers and bodies of water were entrances to the other worlds, and offerings to the gods or the Fae too as well were ceremonially deposited into rivers. Um, this says here placing, this is swords, jewelry, and small figurines representing those seeking cures for their ailments have been found in riverbeds throughout the areas inhabited by the Celts. Placing offerings into Placing offerings into rivers was a way to transport that offering into the other worlds. Wells and springs were often dedicated to a particular goddess, and offerings were left to the goddess of a particular well in a similar fashion. These practices survive today in the form of wishing wells and throwing pennies into fountains.
How about that?
How about that? Um, let's
I
see
have.
what.
Now you're talking about Bridget now. Are you, or is
No,
that?
no, I'm still talking about
Oh,
Danu.
okay,
Danu, the
okay.
guy's
I
Danu.
thought I would talk a little bit about Bridget. You know.
And I just have a few more with Danu, which I thought is absolutely
Oh
beautiful.
no, it's
And
fascinating.
something absolutely, because I love to, everyone knows I'm an artist, I'm creative and everything. She goes, honor Danu or Thanu by cultivating your own innate creativity. And according to the author,
Mm.
I feel the most attuned to her creative power when painting or doing other projects where I can make something meaningful or beautiful out of nothing. The power of creation is vast. We can channel our creative energies into art, our careers, creating a business. The possibilities are endless. As a goddess of the primordial waters, Danu can be honored by going to the beach or visiting a natural body of water near your home. There are many organizations dedicating to keeping our rivers and lakes clean, and you may want to donate your time to one of these organizations. Keeping a small fountain in your home or near your altar is also a wonderful way to honor Danu. Bottled or filtered water can be poured on the ground as an offering to Danu as well. Her color correspondences are blue, green, and white. Oh, and check this out. Herbs and flowers, heather, Irish moss, and lotus. Lotus is interesting.
Yes.
Um, I was writing a poetry today on lotus, and and I'm just kind of looking at this, going, "What? Where did that come from?" Stones and gems: moonstone, clear quartz, moon phase, um, the waking moon or the waxing moon, full moon, sun phase, dawn, or midday. Animal totem: there is none specifically. And she has a beautiful invocation, which I will end with, and then Nancy can tell us all about, Bridget. And we'll say hi to the lovely peeps I see popping in. Um, so to So her invocation to Danu. Um, Danu, wellspring of life, ever flowing one, river mother, eternal primordial one, from whom all springs your waters flow through us, blood to blood, spirit to spirit. Encircle us in your loving embrace. Danu, goddess of the divine waters, mother of gods and mortal men, let your blessings flow forth. I thought that was beautiful.
That is
Um,
beautiful.
and before the show, I ended up picking, feeling like she wanted me to draw some cards for a message. Nancy, would you like me to wait until you're done with
Oh
Bridget to
no,
share
no,
mine?
go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
No, I
And just really quick, we did have JR pop in. Hello, JR. Miss Viviani. Thank you for coming in, my dear, and saying hello. And I hope I'm looking down to make sure somebody named 10, which is new to me. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Flowing is back because she's been having some internet issues. So welcome back, Flowing. So I just really felt like I needed to pull cards. And so, which is what is interesting is that one of the cards I pulled was one of the ones that came out for our poetry prompts last night. I got Blue Moon,
ooh.
the unexpected. And I love, for me this feels so much like connecting with your yourself, your inner child, or having knowing that someone you love in spirit is there with you, kind of laying their head on your shoulder or vice versa. Blue moons, things happening that are miraculous, that beautiful energy. So with her messages, expect the unexpected. Then this was really interesting, Nancy and everybody. I got solid because she's the goddess of the earth, and of the rivers. And her other name, Anu, they're thinking she's connected with the god, the great mother, the land itself of Ireland in that area that that honor her and venerate her. And so the earth itself. And the card I got is the inner core, solidity, the earth. So
Oh
this is her
wow.
coming through saying, I am the earth. I am solidity. I am what, and I love how this opens up because her children, the she, were to have gone into the earth, into the inner core of the earth, and they live within the mounds and within the earth, and they come out. So for me, this is a beautiful card about her releasing her blessings, being reminding us to be connected and solid to the earth. And then I love that I got both fire, which is igniting your passion, igniting your creativity, because she's a goddess of creativity. And I also got fire and I got snow. And
Ooh.
so, snow for me, again, the water, the earth, she's awakening now. We're going into spring, we're going into Ostara. And the druidic word for that is, um, I wrote it down here. Where did I write it? I'll, my apologies. I wanted to share. Okay, here it is. I wanted to share the druidic name for going into the spring equinox this week is Alban Ilir. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but Ilir, Alban Ilir. Um, and so, yes, ancestors of the Tuadanan. So, fiery creation. It's going to be melting the snow. And I love the little rabbit here because the
No.
rabbit is significant to the goddess Oistre, which is the goddess that they take Easter from. And it's about fertility and the reawakening again. So, we got the inner core, the solidity. She's awakening, the fires are starting to flare up. Let's get that creativity going. Let's get earth awakened. Let's get ourselves awakened. Let's get our creativity awakened. It's time to move from the snow because we're getting that again today. We're getting snow, but spring equinox is right around the corner, and expect beautiful miracles. Expect the unexpected. So that was Danu's message for
Oh,
everybody
that was
today.
beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. I had shown this to
Hi,
Heather.
Dina.
It's
Oh, I love that.
the likeness of Bridget, And
Mm-hmm.
they most pictures of her have her with red hair. Um, this is the card of inspiration with
Mm-hmm.
her, and this one says creative spark. Now her hair's
Mm-hmm.
not red in this, but
That's the berries I have that day. Isn't it
yeah.
beautiful? I love that.
And the book that I have here has quite a bit on Bridget, and I love this
Oh,
picture of her.
wow.
But what it says here is, and it is that she is the patron of midwives and fugitives. Now that's a
Interesting word.
wide blacksmiths and poets, fertility and healing, corn and cattle. She is known by many names: the Bright One, Lady of the Shores, Bridget of the Green Mantle, Bright Arrow, the High One, and Sacred Midwife and Healer. And there are countless stories about her. And I may be wrong, but I think this is right. The church embraced her to try and get pagans to convert.
The goddess.
So she is also Saint Bridget.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a saying that says, Bridget, feed me for the coming year. Bridget, inspire me for the coming year. And Bridget, bless those around me. And there is a ritual here for, oh, isn't that beautiful?
I keep that hanging near me.
It's the Bridget ritual for hope and inspiration. And this is what it says. Choose some time for yourself in a quiet, perfumed space.
Mm.
Select a new white candle and holder and sit comfortably as you meditate on the flame. Slowly close your eyes and allow the flame to connect with your inner flame, your fiery strength, your inspiration from Bridget. Slowly open your eyes, breathe softly the perfumed air, and feel blessed for the coming year. And I thought that might be a ritual that we could all enjoy.
Yeah.
Another goddess that I thought was wonderful to talk about is Rhiannon, and I think we're all familiar with
Rhiannon
the
rings
song.
like a bell in the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it says Rhiannon is a Welsh Celtic goddess of the moon who rides on a beautiful white mare. And here's the picture of her.
Mm.
And flocks of birds surround her, welcoming the seasons. She has several associations, including links with the sun and the other world. She was probably a goddess of fertility, rigatona from an earlier period. And it says, Rhiannon, give me the wisdom to let go of the past, strengthen the present, and illuminate the future. So,
and flowing is singing for us.
Yeah.
In the chat.
The reflections, it says, take courage from Rhiannon, who was wrongly accused and suffered several burdened years. I'm sure we all know people, including ourselves, who have been wrongly accused by people in authority or by gossipy neighbors. Mm-hmm. Children are vulnerable people, and vulnerable people are especially prone to these painful incidents. Let us care for them. So that's what I had on Rhiannon. And I pulled a card for the collective, which earlier, from this new deck that I am absolutely besotted with, the Wild Things, Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle. And what I got was Baba Yaga, which has nothing to do with Celtic goddesses.
No.
But I just wanted to share this message with everybody.
That's awesome.
Because I love it. Look at this. It says, bring on the haggitude. I said I was embracing my hagdom,
Yeah.
So let's bring on the haggitude here. I want to read you what it says. It's
Wow.
Baba Yaga is the OG witch badass from fairy tales. She's seeking your attention right now. She's ancient, powerful, and full of haggitude, an attitude of do no harm, but take no bullshit. Women of certain age have seen and lived too much to put up with toxic, people pleasing conformity, compliance, or soul sucking compromise. Amen to that, right?
Soul sucking, yes.
Their spine has been forged with the steel of experience. They trust their intuition more than they trust your facts, and they're certainly not going to play nice to get ahead. It's time to dish up your inner hag. Let yourself be the powerhouse you are without dissembling, diluting, dumbing down, or playing small.
Wow. We all do that sometimes
Yeah,
for other
you know,
people.
we need to,
Hmm.
playing small. I have a memory of my daughter when she was in college. She went to Davidson College and she spent a semester in China at the Fudan University in Shanghai. And I flew over and we did China together for a month. She was finished with her schooling. And one of the things that we did, we decided we wanted to go to this Tibetan monastery that was in a place called Shahe. And we had to fly into Lanzhou, which is probably the armpit of the world. I mean, just a horrible, horrible city.
Wow.
I mean, the pollution you wouldn't believe. But what we had to do was we had to hire someone that had like a little van to take us deep, deep into the inner recesses where we could catch another bus to go to the monastery town. And we got on this bus with a bunch of Chinese people who had been shopping and were going home. And there was a driver, and then there was this guy who was the I guess he was supposed to be like the guide or something, but he was on some kind of a power trip, and he absolutely terrified everybody in that van.
Sounds like my neighbor.
Yeah, well, what happened when I'm talking about small is Robin knew enough
Hmm.
to not be intimidated, because I tell you what, Robin can take no prisoners when she wants to, you know. And I watched her in her body language become invisible. She just had her head down. She didn't look at him. She didn't look him in the eye to challenge him in any way. And he left her alone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the Chinese lady that was sitting next to me, she was going, you know. And when we got off of that out of that van, he took us over to this bus. And I looked him right in the eye and I stuck my hand out and I said, "Thank you for taking such good care of us." And you should have seen the look on his face,
Oh.
you know, because
Mm-hmm.
he didn't. He was awful, you know. But to watch my daughter do that, she needed some haggitude, but you know what? She was smart enough not to do that, because there's no telling what would have happened, you know.
So we've had a few. Thank you for that story. I just want to make sure we had some more people come in.
Oh,
And I want to let you know we have
right.
Diana is
Right.
here, oil painter.
Hi, Diana.
And she says, "Oh, I love that deck. Got it a few weeks ago. It's a mainstay in my dream show." Fatima has also joined us.
Blessings.
Lottie B, hugs from spirit. I love that new little addition to your name, Lottie. It's very sweet. I like that. So she
Yes.
is here. And when you're talking about Baba Yaga, who also has connections to Santa Claus because of her flying around in her cauldron, dropping off gifts to
Yes.
good, and not just children too, even the adults. She kept her eye on them. And Lori Hunsinger says she is the perfect goddess for me at the moment. So, and Dina has also joined us. I couldn't go up all the way to where I highlighted everybody's names at once, but Dina is here as well. And let me make sure that I didn't miss any other start comments. But yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Well, about this deck, have you ever ordered a deck for one reason? And I mean, I I just liked the cute imagery in it, you know? And I mean, it was so whimsical, and I didn't have a whimsical deck.
Deck.
Well, this deck is not whimsical. I mean, the pictures are, but the messages are hard hitting. They really are, and they make you think.
I was noticing that.
Yeah, and I'm thrilled that I got it, and I think Diana probably loves it for the same reason, because it's nice when you get messages that really mean a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't you don't mince words, it
Yeah.
doesn't skirt around and make everything like. Now there's nothing wrong with cards. They have like pretty little hearts and messages and sparkles and positivity, but you do really need cards where it's just like, okay, people, here's the real deal. I'm not, not going to sugarcoat this. This is something that, we all need to hear. It's straightforward, as long as it's not rude, but it just gets to the core of the message and that the message gets through. So
yes.
that's why I was wondering when you were showing me the cards, and I'm sitting there listening. And I'm like, wait a minute. She just showed that one picture. It was like, very, like you said, whimsical. It was very fairy, all kind of all pretty.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm sitting here, I'm listening to that going, wow, there's some mic drops in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's some real.
Oh, yeah.
Kick you in the butt. Exactly, Mousy. Good little kick in the butt.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And so, Lottie B, you have your own channel now.
Oh,
a channel. Oh, because I just saw Jackie say I just subscribed to you.
Oh, wow. How about that? Let's see.
So, Lottie, what do you do? Here. That's wonderful.
Let me find her here. There she is. Hugs from Spirit.
If I try to do that now, I'll knock myself out of my stream and my iPad will get very angry at me. But that's wonderful, Lottie. I'll have to go check that out.
Yes, sub Lottie.
Aw, our community is growing. It's lovely.
Yes.
So moving forward, Nancy, is there anything else that you want to share about your goddesses? Because I have an idea, feeling like because of the goddess that I picked, it feels like she will be the one that is actually helping me shuffle the cards and giving messages to people who want one from her. So I'm feeling drawn to do that. So would you like for me to go ahead and just have people put, a me in the comments if they would like to have us pull a card for them?
That would be wonderful. And you know what? Why don't I just use this whimsical deck that I have here? Is that all right?
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And Lottie B said, I just started and created a blog too. Well, there you go. This is, tapping in that creativity, Lottie. That is wonderful. So let me just go ahead. Me, please remember now, y'all, my eyes. Okay, I see you, Mousy. Let me go ahead and star you, but put that in the big me so I can think.
But my personal goddess, who happens to be Celtic, is Caradwen.
Okay.
And I have been working with her, and for some reason, I feel like that.
Hi, Sylvia.
Sorry. She had something to do with bringing in the dragon energy for me. Does that make sense?
And she's really in this book too. Do you have this book, Nancy?
I don't know. No, I do not.
Okay. She's mentioned heavily because it's.
I mean, I absolutely love her, and I found this picture of a goddess. I don't know which one it is, but look at this face.
Oh, wow.
I put it on the front of my Caradwin
That could very well be her.
notebook. I thought, I thought, that it could possibly be her.
I'm also thinking the Kalek. Right? I know I pronounced the name wrong, but it looks like you're saying Kalek. And I know it's pronounced different because what the letters that they use for a lot of the the Celtic and the Gaelic word, in Welsh words, and that it's the exact opposite. Like for some, the D, like in Danu, is actually pronounced as a TH, so it can get kind of tricky. But the Gaelic was known as the Hague, the crone, in which she has a cauldron and stuff that where all souls go through her. And Sheila Nagig too. Don't forget Sheila.
Yes. And I have an invocation, a Caradwin invocation I would like to share. It says, Dark Mother, Bright Mother, you who keep the cauldron, you who are the cauldron of storms and tides, relentless and sure, where mystery abides, and in abiding is born and dies, by the sharp and merciful blade which severs the shade, which severs the shade by the burning drink, the flood of gods, the food of gods. I'm sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. And damned mortals like one word, one spell, one dream unfolding, each to the end. And there to begin again, Caradwin, hear us, answer our call, bright mother. And that's by Veronica Cummers. But anyhow.
Nice. And Lottie B says she's also been practicing readings and had the pull to create a website too. So it is absolutely wonderful. I want to make sure I brought that up before it disappeared up into chat.
Is wonderful, Lottie.
Sylvia has also joined us. And so, and Jackie, thank you for putting that in the link for everybody. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Let's all get Lottie up there. And if anyone here has a channel, let me know your link so I can follow back. And Lottie, if you would ever love to join Nancy and I on our channel, we would love to help you get you started and let people know that you have a channel. So when you feel comfortable and you like to join Nancy and I for some goddess readings or divine feminine, just go ahead and let us know. And everybody's all subscribing to Lottie. That is wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we do have so far one person who requested a reading, and that was Mousy.
Oh, Sylvia must be here.
Yep. I just said a second ago that Sylvia came in. So Sylvia's here with us as well. I cannot use this deck. Okay, that is weird. Why did she want me to pull this deck? I can't use this deck. Actually, yes, I can. All right. I'm not going to argue with her.
Which deck was it?
Well, it's a tarot deck. It wasn't the same oracle deck. And then I have it broken down because what I'm doing is I'm learning how to do 3-card readings where I pull one that's a court card to represent the individual at the time of the reading, their energy, plus a major arcana, like a major arcana, energy, universal energy, and then a minor arcana to give kind of like a little picture going. So I guess she wants me to do that. So I guess that's what we are going to do.
You best do it.
I get better. Okay, let's see. Is this my yes? Already sent to you, Viviani. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Jackie, for putting everybody's.
This is for Mousy?
Yeah, and this is for Mousy. Okay, so message for Mousy from Anu.
I have my card. Do you want me to go ahead?
Do you want me to put you on the big screen?
No.
Or are you okay with this?
No, I'm fine.
No.
Like this.
She's like, no.
No, don't do that. Mousy, look at this adorable card and the message. Conjure the magic. Look at that. Magic is real. I don't mean hocus pocus, sleight of hand trickery, more like abracadabra. An Aramic word meaning I create as I speak. This is the time for believing. Draw close to wonder, embrace possibilities, and stand firm in your own vision. Your dreams ache for a way into the world. You are their magic carpet, delivering them from the ethers into reality. Let yourself be their ally by holding on to the truth behind all manifestations. Seeing is not believing, believing is seeing. You've got to believe in the magic before it appears.
Oh, I love those. I love that writing. Wow.
Yeah,
Oops.
there
Oh,
you are.
I hit my mouse. Mousy, I hit my mouse. And then I was gone. Oh my goodness. And Serena has just joined us. Hello, Serena. Um, Thank you for popping in. So, your court card, your energy, my dear, is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is kind of is the charming, the artistic. I have my little notes here for my quartz. Um, Following your heart. It's kind of like following in another deck. It's kind of they refer to as following like the Holy Grail. What is your Holy Grail? What is it that you are passionate about? What is your spiritual journey? What are you searching for? And to remember that a lot of times it's already within us. And we discover that because the next card is perfect, the Hermit card. Going within, looking for your own guiding light, taking time to sit back,
Mm,
meditate, be still within yourself, getting out of the electronics, getting away from noise and distraction, and just being alone with yourself. Um, Even best with a journal to start writing, like certain, just even it's just a word or random words that might pop in or things to write down, but just sitting there being in the moment, music, your fur babies, your, good cup of coffee, good cup of tea, and sitting and just kind of self reflecting. And your minor is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is you're working on creating something, you're building something, and you already see a fruit of one of your fruits of your labors. Even though it's not a coin, it's still that beautiful flower. Typically they show it on the ground, but she's already plucked it, she's got it in her hand, it's going to go in that basket. And she sees the possibilities of these other ones that are growing right on there, and she's envisioning, manifesting, and seeing just how much of this can I grow, how much can I continue to put that positive energy in there, and just being confident that whatever it is that you are growing, more abundance is going to come to you. I want to go back to the Knight of Cups though, because something caught my eye in one of my notes here. Um, yes, it has to do with, also romance. But for me, this feels like also maybe taking time for some self love.
mm,
A lot of us looking outside of ourselves, possibly that quest too for that holy grail, finding that other person that's going to fit the other half, is going to fulfill us, where is a reminder that this cup here, our intuition, our abilities, our self-love is all within us. Remember, Danu is of the rivers, of the waters, and the cup is there saying, drink of your own cup, drink from your own cup, know that everything you need is right there. And it says here also acting diplomatically and tactfully. So um whether this may or may not appeal to other people, you needing this time for yourself, the solitude that is required, it's very important that you do. And you're already seeing that beautiful blossoming, that flower, and you see the
mm.
potential, and you know you're growing it. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Mousy. And have you seen anybody else asking for?
Scorpio Mama is here.
Yes, Serena. I saw Serena come in.
Yeah.
Hello, my dear. Let me make sure I don't mix up my
Let's
cards like I
see.
did the
There
last.
was somebody I can't. Let me
Now,
see.
where's the other
Back.
deck?
See.
There you are. I know it's hard for me. I can't look at the the chat while I'm reading because then
Flowing, said me.
Okay, so let me go up a little bit. Already subscribed, Viviani. Thank you. Okay, so well then we saw flowing. Flowing, you are next. Oh, you're welcome, Mousy. Self-love. And a lot of times too, all these messages, we can all take, especially when it comes to us females, you know, feeling like we need to be a certain way. We need to, you know, sometimes expectations on us. Um, it's just that a lot of times we got to learn how to just stand in our power and say, listen, whoa, that flew out. Standing, and it's interesting I'm saying that because the King of Wands just flew out for you, Flowing. Just learning to say it's okay for us to take time to ourselves. It's not selfish. Sometimes people make us feel like it's selfish.
I have a card for Flowing.
Okay.
It is the card of intentional stillness. Here you go, Flowing. Winter invites us into magical hush. If this moment has left you out in the cold, embrace the lull. The cold has the power to suspend, to hold, to freeze until it's time to act. There is divine protection in suspended animation. Right now, life has brought you the opportunity to embrace the power of the colder, more protective dimensions. Carve a sparkly igloo inside your heart. Get still. Open yourself to the cold clarity derived from detached observation. The time to plant and grow and play will come again. For now, seek shelter in the cooler energies. The gift of snow is stillness.
I got that snow card earlier too. Magic of snow. It brought Frosty to life.
Yes, it did.
Magical snow.
Yes, it did.
So, Flowing. My goodness, girl, are you moving into? Okay, here. Let me just So I'm getting cards here for you on a relationship, Flowing. And I'm trying to figure out if, let me just see here. Okay, so Flowing, girl. I don't know if you're trying to, I don't know if you've, okay, so Heather, just back it up. So I got the Knight of the King of Wands. And for me, I'm thinking, oh, this feels, this is, Flowing's kind of card. And I'm feeling like, wait a minute, this might be something else. Flowing, I don't know if you are starting a new relationship or this is going to be reflecting a past relationship with a person, this King of Wands, is can be a very controlling person, a very commanding person. They're very energetic. They can be very charismatic. Um, natural leaders. But I'm just going to look here. Flo, you can help me out a little bit on this one here. Because I asked for a clarifier for this because I was getting some other cards and I got the Five of Cups. And so I'm wondering if there was a past relationship that you are moving away from, past relationship. Okay, gotcha. As I was saying. So I also got the Lover's card. And so for me, I know a lot of people sometimes think it's not necessarily lovers, it could be relationships, but in this sense, I feel like this was that relationship. It was a loving relationship that didn't quite go so well. I got the Nine of Wands, kind of got tired of waiting. It felt like you were being taken for granted, feeling like you were kind of like being left behind. And also now this feeling of you've been waiting patiently. It's like, when am I going to have this beautiful relationship coming into my life? And the first thing, like I tell everybody with relationships, making sure that initially this Lover's card is you loving yourself, that self-love of that love of, yeah, that love of self. Because before we can attract a relationship like this, we have to be able to have that type of relationship with ourselves. And I feel like this is something that you are working on. Oh, goodbye, Kristen. Sorry, sweetheart. Gotta go. It's okay. So see you later. So the last card I have in that set is the Nine of Cups. And this is a beautiful from the Nine of Wands to the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is just that beautiful sense of flowing emotions. You're finding happiness. You're sitting there on your own throne. You're looking at all these cups flowing around you. You're feeling very emotionally fulfilled. You're sustaining yourself financially. You're just sitting in a very good place. And, you know, you have those three other cups too in front of you. So um, it feels like, you know, this past relationship you're moving on and she says, woo, wow, I was also to blame. Okay, well, it like I said, it can go both ways, but this relationship, it just really wasn't going anywhere. People were getting possibly getting tired of waiting or waiting to see if something was going to work out of this, but it also feels like this time has passed. You are now seated in your own power. You're emotionally happy, you're more emotionally content, and if not fully there, this, I feel like this is something that you're working on, that you're moving towards. And so she says to keep moving, keep going. And again, there's the waters. Danu is about the rivers, the flowing, you know, the creativity. So keep it up, girl. And yes, I'm full of joy now. My heart is great now. Wonderful. um and Nancy, yes, I have been still and a lot of messages for me. Thank you. And Mousy also added to our readings, Nancy, widowed, live with family. All I have to do is shut my door. And there you go. Same with me. Just he's out there, he'll play his game, watch his movie. I just close my door and here I am to myself. So
Well, that was Mousy that said that, right?
mm-hmm.
I sent a message to someone today. Our forsythia bush is in full bloom. I said it again, our forsythia bush, uh, it's mine. It's not ours anymore.
Wait a minute, I'm confused.
Well, she was talking about that she was alone. She was widowed and all she had to do was shut her
Oh,
door.
Mousy.
Yes. And, I have always said our because everything was ours. But now that he's gone, that forsythia bush is mine. It's not ours anymore. And it's just another small adjustment that you have to make,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. Understood. Now you said there was somebody else who had asked for a reading. Lottie B. So did Serena ask for one? You said
I don't.
Serena. Did you say you wanted one? I know I have Lottie B wanted one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Serena did. I may have. Well, I'm going to go ahead.
Let's see. We're going to do Lottie B or are we going to do Serena?
Well, let's do Lottie B. Serena, if you wanted a reading, I could have sworn I had heard that you had wanted to read, but we'll go ahead. We're going to do Lottie B.
Okay, here we go. Brace yourself, Lottie.
Or as Gerald would say, gird your loins. Or yeah, Betsy Palmer likes to say that too.
Okay, let's see. We've got a card here for you. Let's see what it is. Lottie B, it is the card of communion. Look at look at the owls and the bird on her head. And there's looks like a bird that's trying to build a nest out of her hair. Draw your allies close to you right now. It is time to commune with those you trust, whether you need support, guidance, or simply a kind listening ear that helps you truly hear yourself. You are being asked to express your needs in a safe, protected environment. Seek your trusted friends. Share. Let yourself be witnessed and received. And if you have no one to hold space with right now, do not underestimate the invisible allies. Your favorite authors, artists, creators, and or your spirit guides can be an active source of support in your life. Write a letter, explain your heart in a meditation or visualization. Some of your greatest allies are in the realm of the unseen. Confide your truth, express your heart, experience the communion of your belonging. I love that for you.
I know Mousy says that's a cute card. And she has red hair too, like Bridget, like our Celtic goddesses today, our Irish gals. Very nice. And Flowing says the messages are powerful. Yeah. When the goddess speaks, she speaks. And so, Lottie, this is very interesting. I like these cards. So I have, oh, for you, Lottie says, wow, that absolutely resonates. I totally feel connected to the unseen and my
Mhm.
spirit guides.
Yes.
Wonderful. So, Lottie, I have the Queen of Pentacles for you. And this is someone, a woman who's grounded. She's financially secure, stable, and she's looking at that. She knows what she wants to do. It's that creation. Um, my one card here says it has to do with good social status. Yeah, but you are really, for me, this feels like you've moved from the page and the night, taking your time studying how you want to do your channel, then taking the steps like the knight would have, and now you're moving into the Queen of Pentacles, where you are grounded, you're connected, you're stable, you're setting everything up, you are tapping into everything. I love this. The major arcana I got for you is the Death card, and this is all about rebirth. And one of the beautiful things too is we were talking about Rhiannon a little while ago, and one of Rhiannon, just not birds, Rhiannon is also connected to horses. So this is also beautiful. So we have a little bit of her in here as well. But you are that death card. You are rebirthing. You're letting go of the old. You're birthing something into new, and um, I'm so happy that you're doing it because I did get the Seven of Swords when I asked for a clarifier of that because I was feeling like you felt like something might have been stolen from you and you were taking or you were taking things that left leaving behind things too that what no longer served you. So I wanted a clarifier for that for you. I got the Three of Swords. So I feel like there was some sort of heartbreak, like something had been taken, something had to be left behind, you had to move forward. It was from a broken heart, but you're taking all of that and I'm seeing it being channeled into something absolutely beautiful. And you got the Two of Wands. And just like Nancy had the birds, there's your bird coming through the clouds on the sun, coming right to you to give you your messages. You have one right there in your hand in the ground, and the other one is hanging up there waiting for that moment to set that one in and to start sealing those plans. You're making things come to fruition. You're starting to manifest. And I love these cards for you, Lottie. So, um, oh, you lost a loved one. I'm so sorry,
Mm.
sweetheart.
Heather,
Um,
what deck is that? It's absolutely beautiful.
well, it's a combination of two decks, and they're by the same creator using the same models for it. One, I don't have the other box, but one is the Thelema, and
Oh,
the other one is the Arcana. And I went ahead and I interchanged cards, mixed ones that I really liked, and
mhm.
I put all the cards in there because different energies,
That's
different. So
beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
they're put up by Los Scarabeo.
Mm.
So let's see what Lottie's been sharing. I've been asking to hear them too recently. Okay, the spirit guides. Love that. Yes, absolutely true. Definitely feels like a new phase of life is starting, that death card. So yes, that death card has double meanings then too for you, Lottie. It may have been you just recently lost someone, but in the process, they're having their rebirth on the other side, and you're
Mhm.
continuing a rebirth on this side moving forward. And I'm so sorry you lost your loved one. I really do. But you're doing, and I'm sure they're very proud of you. You know,
Mm.
they're looking over there. They're probably one of your guides right now, keeping an eye over on you from over there. And yes, everybody's giving you your condolences. That's what I love about our chatters. We take care of each
Yeah,
other. We really do.
yes, we do.
It was a while ago, but took some accepting. So, um, see, we're at 6:06. I'm just going to back up a little bit to see if I think Serena left. Yeah, because I haven't seen Serena much, so she must not have wanted a reading. Well, we are at 6:06. Um, I think that's a good time. Is there anything else you wanted to
No, I just have enjoyed hanging out with everybody.
like I tell Nancy, I always look forward to my Mondays
Yes.
because I love to hang out with Nancy and her wonderful energy and everybody that pops in. Here, just making sure I'm putting the cards in the right piles. But it's helping me learn. It's helping me to connect. So
Mm-hmm.
I like that new process. Dolly, crap, did I miss it? Well, yeah. Um, but Dolly, if you want, us to pull a card, for you, we can.
Do
I'm
you have?
actually doing three. We're doing our my goddess for today for the Celtic, for the Irish was Danu of the Tuatha, and Nancy shared us Rhiannon, Bridget, and some of her Caradwin. And did I miss anybody else that you shared?
Oh
I
no,
think I
no,
covered everybody. So
no.
dang nabbit.
I wonder,
Actually,
are you feeling better?
I know she was on last week, and
Yeah,
Dolly, you
but
looked
her
great.
shoulder, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She looked
that's right,
great.
your
But yeah,
shoulder.
yeah.
Oh, thanks, Dolly. The silver's growing back out already, but that's okay. No, it's okay. It's my own darn fault. So you don't want any? I mean, Nancy and I have time to pull, a couple for you if you want. But
Oh my goodness,
oh, what was that?
I did that. Goodness
Your
gracious!
screen went blank too. Your screen went black too.
Did you know who it was?
No, I just said,
Oh no, not calling me, but it's Electric Light Orchestra
oh,
is my
ELO.
ringtone.
That's
Mr.
wonderful,
Blue Sky.
Mr. Blue Sky. I know everybody. Look, everyone's like, what happened?
That woke
Oh my
everybody
God,
up. Sorry about that.
Dolly, what did you bring in? Dolly comes in and everything. Oh my goodness, scared me. That's so funny. Dolly says I
Scared
am
me
feeling.
too.
Dolly says I'm feeling a bit better. My shoulder pain is down to a dull roar. Okay, well we're
That's
working on
that.
it, so that's good. Um, Dolly says I brought in ELO. Yes, you did.
You're
Um,
very special.
their song that I have on my playlist. Don't bring me down.
Oh yeah,
My brother loved ELO, so that was always one of my favorite songs.
yeah.
And he was great too when he was with the Traveling Wilburys. That was a great band
Oh,
too.
was he? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
only one of them are left now of all those
Talk
guys.
about
It's
a
just
super group,
unbelievable.
huh?
Mm-hmm. Just some incredible music. So I guess Dolly didn't want cards. But hey, Dolly, um, that was fun. She brought in the veneer and on along with the ELO and just woke everybody up. So
Well, I have my phone on vibrate now, so.
oh no, Nancy's on vibrate.
Oh, you
And
have
Dolly
to.
says, I
My
don't want to
goodness,
delay you
yeah.
guys. Aw. Dolly says, I don't want to delay you guys from ending your stream. Well, we don't mind taking a few more minutes. She goes, I will catch you both next time. Okay. Gotcha. And like, oh, so Fatima was talking about having lost her mom and being her caregiver. Yeah. A lot of people are going through. Oh, all right.
Mind the monkey. That's what it was. We'll get it next time, okay?
Ooh, there you go, Dolly. No pressure. We'll get you next time. Keep up transforming that shoulder into something healthy and positive. Keep on it, girl. But no pressure. Next time, most definitely. There you go. Um, Flowing, sending everyone love. Yes, Nancy and I send everybody love too. And
Yes,
Dolly, you have
yes.
to join Nancy and I too one of these days.
Oh,
We'll,
wouldn't
we'll
that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun?
you can bring in Freya or Frigg or whoever from the Norse pantheon. I'm trying to get Kristen to join us too. We need some of that Scandinavian magic in here.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely share those goddesses. I mean Freya. I mean her animals are cats. What more? She's got a bunch of them. And they draw her chariot. It's like my cats would never do that. They're like,
My
excuse me.
granddaughter
Oh
is
no.
named Freya.
Huh?
My granddaughter is named Freya.
Oh, how beautiful. And
Yeah.
Dolly says, I would totally love that. Dolly, we're here every Monday at 5 o'clock. So you let me know what Monday works for you and we'll get you to join us. Would love, because I don't think
Yes.
you've ever read, I've never read with you, I don't think. So that would be wonderful. And she says, Freya is important to me. Very nice. So yeah, we'll have to get some of that Nordic and Scandinavian energy in here and that magic. Most definitely. Alrighty, everybody. Again, thank you for joining Nancy and I. Um, and Nancy, again, as always, you're such a sweetheart. You're such a pleasure.
Oh,
And I totally
thank you.
mean that. And I totally mean that.
Well, you're pretty good. It's fun hanging out with you too,
Okay.
Heather.
I do my best. I'm glad you feel that
We're
way
just
because,
a regular mutual admiration society, aren't we?
yeah. Oh, that would be a fun panel to do some night. Mutual Admiration Society. Once a month, get together and we'll all pull cards for each other. That would actually be fun. And then for anybody
Yeah,
in
it
the
would.
chat. Oh, you're welcome, Lottie, and glad you appreciate your readings. And we appreciate everybody allowing us to read for you. And we'll end on this. Love and blessings to everybody. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Have a
Bye
great week.
bye.
Bye bye.